we are focusing on what we call our publishing services providers, or our author support service providers. And today I have with me Collin Blake from Jamaica. He is the lead web designer at WebDevGo. He's an avid tech enthusiast who has been designing websites professionally since 2012. He got his start by creating a gospel music lyrics website called Soar Tunes on blogger.com as a hobby with one of his best friends. Since 2012, his clients have included notable organizations in Jamaica and across the diaspora. These include OGM Consultants, Wilson and Franklin Law Firm, the Ministry of Finance, working with different projects for them, Michael University College alumni, and in 2020, he started designing websites for authors. My personal website, extramileja.com, is designed by Collin, and a number of my clients were impressed with him, and he has since gone on to design their author website, and he's also worked on the website for Bamboo Sparks. And today is the day we're introducing Bamboo Sparks to the world via this summit. On the fun side, Collin is a PC gamer and can be found adventuring outdoors and hanging with friends. So without further ado, Collin, welcome to the summit.
Oh man, Ruth, thank you so very much for inviting me here. I really appreciate it.
All right, so it's good to have you, Collin. Well, today it's all about websites and why they're important.
Very good.
So let's get into it. Why should authors have a website, or authorpreneurs? Does it really matter when we have social media, we have Instagram pages and that kind of thing? Does it really matter? Should authors invest in a website?
Well, look at it this way, right? As an author, you normally have your name or your pen name on your book. Just like authorship, it's the same way in the world of like marketing. You have to tell people who you are, where they can find your stuff, how they can sign up to learn more about you, about the books that you're authoring or coming out with next, about a story arc that you're going to be coming up with next, an exciting story arc. The idea is you need a place, a number one place to go to tell people, hey, look, this is me, authentic Collin Blake. This is my brand. This is my website. Now, of course, it's great to start off with social media if it's a case where you don't have the resources or the personnel. A lot of the times, it's not that people don't have the resources; they just don't know the right person to contact, to connect with, to build a website. And so you start off with social media. But you know what? Social media is a great start. I usually encourage folks, hey, start off with that. However, as you get more experienced, ask somebody in your circles, another author, hey, do you know where I could go, or who I could tap to actually help me develop my presence, my identity online, my personality? And you'd be surprised, they would refer you to somebody who is not only affordable, but knowledgeable and can give you all of the checklist items that you would need to start yourself off as an author. So yes, social media is great, but just bear in mind, it is an augmenter, a supporter of your personal brand. It isn't your brand itself. It just helps you to spread your brand wider as you go along. So sure, yeah.
Thank you for that, Collin. And I don't know if folks remember what happened in 2021 with the big Facebook shutdown, where WhatsApp was down, Instagram was down, and Facebook was down. And we want to remind you that you don't own your space on these social media platforms. They can, for whatever reason, shut down your account, and then you don't have any contact with your community. What if you are launching a product or something? We're not saying websites cannot go down, but it's a more secure place because you own that space. You don't own Instagram, you don't own WhatsApp, And it's a good place to just build your email list. So treat the social media as secondary. Now we know that sometimes, especially as independent authors, you don't have the backing of a big publishing house. So you may not be able to afford a website designer at the level of Collin. And I just want to say, for many years, I designed my own website. When you don't have the money, what you do is you spend the time. And I went to the University of YouTube and I designed my own website and built it. But many persons, this is not the way to go. Some of you can afford it and you consider it an investment. So Collin, for persons who are considering building a website or buying a domain name, what are the things that they need to know? Where do they need to go? What is involved in the process?
Well, just like your foray into social media already created the platform for you to just go ahead and publish, right? So if you want your own website, you are going to have to go to the technical people who have the platform available for you to do that. And that would be like a web hosting company. And oftentimes the same web hosting company is where you can get your special name, accomplishedauthorname.com, for example, or just put your name in there.com, right? And there are a lot of these hosts that are around. Thankfully, because I've been doing this for a long time, I've zeroed in on just a few key ones who I know that will give you really fast service for a really affordable amount of money per year, right? So you go to first the web host to get your domain name and your web hosting account. And then you would get your web designer or web developer to actually help you to realize the dream of your name, your brand on this hosting platform. So those are essentially the steps. There is a checklist that I could go through, for example, of the things that this particular web designer would probably need. Most notable would be like, what is the name of the website? What is going to be the name or your brand? They could also help you in designing the logo if you hadn't had one already or went to another professional to get that done for you. What's your slogan? If you have any, you don't necessarily have to have one, but it's good to actually brand yourself with a slogan. What is the thing that most captivates your readers when they think about you? You want to write that out, right? Your bio, a beautiful picture or several beautiful pictures of yourself with your book, many high quality pictures of your book. Now, sometimes the web designer can sort of guide you into this because they have the equipment, but oftentimes you may have to go to a photo studio, in a town nearest to you and just have your book, let them take pictures of it, that sort of thing. You need your contact information on there, so you'd have to give that stuff to your web designer. And it's good to set up a mailing list. A mailing list is where you'll go ahead to get folks' continued interest in the project that you are doing and any projects that are upcoming, right? Any other books that you may be writing soon, or maybe there's an addition to that book. Maybe it's a multi-part series that you're writing, and this is like the first or second in the series, and people are loving it, and you're saying, whoa, how can I get people interested in the entire thing to keep them engaged and keep them happy, right? And your mailing list, of course, has countless ways of helping you to monetize your brand or your book just further down the line, other than just the one-time sales and that sort of thing. It's a very good way to keep customers loyal to you for a long period of time. When customers are loyal, they'll be spending with you for a long time, right? Also, let me see, you would probably want a website to have stuff like any events that are upcoming. Suppose you're going to have a book signing, another book launch, or you're just going to be at somewhere where fans can find you and have your autograph their books. It's a good place to do that on your website. It is good to leave your book to develop multiple income streams. And that's what a website will be able to help you with.
That was excellent. We know what we need to do in terms of the information that is required to set up our website. Can you tell us where our authors can go to get this checklist from you?
Oh, sure. All right. So I've made it super simple, right? So you just go to my website at webdevgo/author checklist.
Right. And I love what Collin just did. That's the same thing you want to do with your prospects or people who are interested. You want to direct them to your website to get
Absolutely.
materials so that your website works for you. It is not just there occupying space and month after month you are paying for it. I know we won't name the domains and we want them to check go to your website and get the checklist, but can you give us an average cost of what it takes to operate a website each year for an author?
Oh, absolutely, Ruth. All right, so authors can look to spend anywhere from about $80 to about $120 per year on the affordable end. And to be honest with you, the kind of deals that I've worked out, the kind of technical folks that I've spoken to, that I've sought out, I realize that I can get really awesome deals and packages for you just at that rate. So you may not even spend much more than even $80, but I still have to give you that buffer between 80 and 120 would be that safe range that you'd spend to get awesome service for your author website.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So now we're knowing the costs involved. We're learning the process, the material that you need to provide, and that is awesome. And remember, make the website work for you. Absolutely. And you can also look at other author websites to know what should be included in your site.
Get that inspiration. Absolutely.
And what I'm going to do is show you the work that Collin has done for myself and some of our authors. So let me share screen and bring that up.
Beautiful.
So this is my website, extramilega.com, that Collin did for me. So years I was doing it on my own, and I said, it's time to go professional. I have gotten a lot of compliments on my site. So you can see there my author picture. At the top of it, you immediately see what I'm about for expert publishing guidance. It's called Ruth Authorship Ventures. And many first-time authors want to call their website by the name of their first book. I don't encourage you to do that because over time, you're going to change, you're going to write more books, and unless it is a brand, be careful the name that you give to your site. It could just be your personal name because that can encompass a lot of things. And then right at the top, you want to have your freebie. So if you click on Get Roots Free Publishing Starter Kit, it will lead you to a form that you will have to provide your name, your email, and then you get that. So you see the author bio there coming out, and I'm marketing myself as an authorpreneur, and I have a free book that I give away. You may not have a book, but it could be a checklist. It could be something related, and you want testimonials. So I have my testimonials there. You want maybe reader testimonials, and you can have a blog there. Now, blogging, many people might say it's not relevant anymore, but the beauty about having a blog is that it's going to help you to rank in Google search, and it helps with SEO. So even if it's once a month, put out something out there that will help Google to find you. Now I'm going to switch to another website. So this is one of the first authors apart from myself that we asked Collin to design her website is Dr. Louise Malcolm, an educational psychologist, and she is living in the diaspora. She's from Jamaica, Cayman Islands, and you see there who she is, and you see her book right there, and you see the different things that she has to offer. You can schedule your appointment. And finally, I'm going to show you one more website. This is Dr. Clara Ricketts' website.
Oh,
And
it's stunning.
her website is drclarikits.com. Her book is Yes, They Can. And she turned her book into an academy, an online academy and a course. And she is able to have all of that on her website. And I'm sure you can agree that Collin did a fabulous job. The website looks great. And I'm going to click on the Yes They Can Academy so you can see what the course page, for example, looks like. If you can't afford to offer your course on a site like Teachable and things like that, then you can have what we call your landing page. It can be on your website, and then you can have your classes via Zoom, and you can put things in like Google Docs and stuff like that. So you see, we're helping you to win. On the summit, we're giving you stories and strategies to win. Now, this is not Collin's normal deal. We've worked out a package with him with Extra Mile Innovators and Bamboo Sparks. And so he's able to offer those services at a discount. But I'm going to take you over to Collin's own website where you can see some of the clients he's worked for.
Thank you.
There you go. You can see his portfolio. And then I'm going to take you to the page on my website where you can see some of the deals. So when you go to websites for authors, these are the packages that we've worked out. Packages as low as $170 for up to 2 pages, depending on whether or not you already have your domain, all the way up to $640. So you normally, Collin would be charging twice as much as the premium package here, the standard plus website package for his regular clients. But he understands that many first-time authors, independent authors, are bootstrapping. And as you can see, he is extremely good at what he does. All right, Collin, as we bring this interview to a close,
yes, Ruth,
are there any final words you want to say about authors and website designing as we land this plane?
Oh, thank you so much, Ruth, for giving me this opportunity yet again to be on this Authorpreneur Summit. I am excited. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, so websites have been a journey for me, right? Ever since me and Ryan, my good friend who's now gone on to be even an elder at my church, we were excited as young people in the ministry, and we wanted to create this website that sort of categorizes gospel music. So we had set out to do that. But in the process of doing that, I realized, hey, you know, this could help a lot of other people. And so I started to just go out there and, you know, talk to people and say, hey, you know, I can help you with this. And from ever since, I have been helping people, individuals, and small businesses to do this website stuff, this getting my name out there, you know, and I've seen it change people's lives. You know, some of the folks now, some folks now are going through a very tumultuous time. You know, we're still sort of in the throes of a pandemic, even if it's at the tail end. And so you want to have a way out there to reach and talk to people without necessarily having to always be in front of them or always, you know, have them come to you and that sort of thing. You know, a website is a good way to do that. So yeah, so I'm very excited about the stuff that we've been able to do to be able to connect people from far distances and allow them to make purchases over the internet. That's one of the things that a website is excellent at doing. And so we can go ahead and provide that sort of avenue, democratize it. It's not just people with a lot of money, it's people just with the heart and the will to want to talk to folks and sell their stuff or just show off what they can do, that can now have the opportunity to do that even in a cost-effective way. So I'm really happy to be able to help folks to get to that point. Sure.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Collin.